Hello students, welcome back to Learning Sessions. So in our previous sessions, we have discussed the MCQs based on the chapter Biomolecules, right, from chemistry, as well as we have discussed the 2 marks questions from the subtopic carbohydrates. Okay, so in today's session, we are going to see the 2 marks, 1 mark question from proteins, vitamins, nucleic acid, hormones. Okay, so so let us start with the questions. Okay, so these are the questions. So these questions I have taken from the previously asked examinations. Okay, so these questions are very helpful for the board examinations. Okay, so let us start with these questions. So this is the first question. Give one example for. Okay, so they can ask you like for 1 mark. Okay, so if they want to ask the sub questions. Okay, so that time how they can ask you. Okay, they'll ask you give an example for acidic and amino acid. Okay, so what will be an example for acidic amino acid? The students, what will be the example for an acidic amino acid? So the example for acidic amino acid is aspartic acid. Okay, aspartic acid. So when you see the structure of amino acid, it consists of one amino group and one carboxylic group. But when a additional carboxylic group is there, okay, then it results into an acidic amino acid. So the example of acidic amino acid is aspartic acid. So if they ask you, give an example for acidic amino acid, so it is a aspartic acid. Then if they ask you the example for basic amino acid, okay, basic amino acid. So which is the example for basic amino acid? Lysine. So please remember one example for each. Okay, please remember one example for each. So it is very important. So acidic amino acid, aspartic acid, basic amino acid, lysine. Then if they ask you uh, the give an example for amino acid containing sulfur. Okay, in the structure, if there is a sulfur, so which is the example for the amino acid which is containing sulfur? It is cysteine. It is what? It is cysteine. Okay, it is cysteine. Then give one example for amino acid. Okay, that is aromatic amino acid. Okay, aromatic amino acid. So which will be example for aromatic amino acid? It is tyrosine. It is tyrosine. So please remember these examples. Okay, each example you need to remember. Very important. So they may ask you like these questions. Okay. So anyone they may ask you, give an example for basic amino acid. So you should be able to tell it is lysine. One example for amino acid which is containing sulfur, cysteine. Okay. Then give an example of essential amino acid. Essential amino acid. So which is an example for essential amino acid? It is again lysine. Okay, it is lysine. Then if they ask you one example for non-essential amino acid, non-essential amino acid, so it is glycine. Okay, it is glycine. So glycine is an example, Glycine. Okay, is an example for non-essential amino acid. Then if they ask you an example for fibrous protein, which is an example for fibrous protein, it is keratin. Okay, it is keratin. So keratin is present in our hair. Okay. Then example for globular protein. Okay, give an example for globular protein. It is insulin. It is insulin. Okay, so like this the questions are asked for. So like this, anyone they will ask you for 1 mark. Okay, give one example for acidic amino acid, aspartic. Okay, like this. So anyone, yeah, they will ask you. Okay. So I hope this is clear. Okay. So let us go for the next one now. What are essential amino acid? Given example. What are essential amino acid? Given example. What is the essential amino acid? Given examples. So essential amino acids, okay, they cannot be synthesized in our body and we must take it through diet, okay. So essential amino acids, they cannot be synthesized in our body and we should take it through diet, okay. So they are called as essential amino acid. So what is the example for essential amino acid? It is lysine. Okay, it is lysine. So lysine is the example for essential amino acid. So what are essential amino acid? They cannot be synthesized by our body and we need to take it through diet. Okay. So they are essential amino acid. What are non-essential amino acid? They are synthesized in our body. Okay. They are synthesized in our body. So they are synthesized in our body. Okay. Example is glycine. Example is glycine. So remember this. Okay. What are essential? Essential means they are not synthesized in our body and we should take it through our diet. Okay. Example is lysine, and what are non-essential? They are synthesized in the body and the example. Yes. What is Zwitter ion? Write its formula. What is Zwitter ion? Write its formula. So Zwitter ion is what? In aqueous solution, the amino acid, it exists as a dipolar ion. Okay, it exists as a dipolar ion when the amino acid is in the aqueous solution. Okay, and that is called as what? That is called as a Zwitter ion. Okay, it is called as Zwitter ion. Okay, so in the aqueous solution, amino acid exists as what? As dipolar ion called as Zwitter ion. RCH, C double bond O minus R NH3 plus. Okay, so this is the your formula. Okay, so this is a formula for Zwitter ion. This is a formula for Zwitter ion. Okay, next is what are peptide bonds? Next is what are peptide bonds? Okay, so peptide bonds, very, very important. Bonds formed by condensation of amino acids. Okay, bonds formed, okay, formed by the condensation of amino acids with the elimination of water molecule. Okay, they are called as the peptide bonds. Okay, they are called as peptide bonds. So again, one time I'll repeat. What are peptide bonds? The bond which are formed by the condensation of amino acids with the elimination of water molecule. Okay, they are called as peptide bonds. So if I give you example, okay, let me give you example, plus NH2. So I have taken two amino acid. Okay, I have taken two amino acid. So these two amino acid, what will happen? What will happen? They will get condensed. Okay, and you are going to get what? NH, CH2, okay, CO, NH, CH, CH3, and COOH. So this is the peptide linkage. Okay, this is the peptide linkage or peptide bond. Okay, so what is peptide bonds? Bond formed by the condensation of amino acid with the elimination of water molecule. So what has been lost here? H2O. Okay, water molecule has been lost. So this is a peptide bond. Okay, now next question. How many peptide bonds are present in dipeptide, tripeptide, tetrapeptide, pentapeptide? Dipeptide. Okay, to form dipeptide, okay, how many peptide bonds are present in dipeptide? Okay, dipeptide, only one. Okay, one peptide is present in dipeptide. In tripeptide, 2 are present. In tetrapeptide, 3 are present. And in penta, 4 are present. Remember that. Okay. So how many peptide bonds are present in dipeptide? Dipeptide, there is only one. Okay. There is only one peptide linkage. Then two in tripeptide, 3 in tetrapeptide, 4 in pentapeptide. Okay. So these are the number of peptide bonds present. Okay. Next question. What are fibrous proteins? Give an example. What are fibrous proteins? Give an example. So what are fibrous proteins? Proteins having thread-like structure. Okay, proteins having thread-like structure. Okay, proteins having what? Thread-like structure. They are called as what? They are called as the fibrous protein. They are called as the fibrous protein. Okay, example, keratin or myosin. Example, keratin or myosin. So what are fibrous proteins? Thread-like structure. Okay, they are the thread-like structure. Okay, proteins, they are proteins having thread-like structure are the fibrous protein. Example is keratin or myosin. So remember the examples, very important. Next, what are globular proteins? Give an example. What are globular proteins? Give an example. So proteins having spherical structure. Proteins having spherical structure, they are called as the globular proteins. They are called as what? Globular protein. Example, insulin or hemoglobin. Okay, or hemoglobin. So what is the example for globular protein? It is insulin or hemoglobin. Okay, please remember this, very, very important. So what are, okay, what are globular protein? Globular proteins are proteins which are spherical in structure. What are the example? Insulin or hemoglobin. Next is, what by primary structure of protein and secondary structure of protein. So there can be any one question. They may ask you either one, what is meant by primary structure for 2 marks? What is meant by secondary structure of protein for 2 marks? Okay. So what is meant by primary structure of protein? The sequence of various amino acids, they are linked together in a polypeptide chain. Okay. In a chain like the amino acids are linked. Okay, the different amino acid, they are linked in the form of a chain. Okay, in a linear chain, polypeptide chain. Then they are a primary structure of protein. Secondary means what? The polypeptide, the conformation which the polypeptide chain assume as a result of hydrogen bonding. Okay, so the conformation which the polypeptide chain they assume as a result of hydrogen bond. Okay, so like this, they will be your secondary structure, like a spherical shape. Okay, so primary structure, the amino acid, they are linked in a polypeptide linkage. Okay, in a polypeptide chain, and your secondary structure of protein, it is present, or it is resulted from the hydrogen bonding, the conformation in which the polypeptide chain assume as a result of hydrogen bonding. Okay, so this is the answer. Next question. What is meant by denaturation of proteins? Which level of structure remains intact during denaturation of globular protein? Give an example. What is meant by denaturation of proteins? Which level of structure remains intact during denaturation of globular protein? Give an example. So, the process by which proteins lose their biological activity when subjected to change in temperature or change in pH is called as denaturation. Denaturation is what? Whenever any your proteins, okay, whenever the protein, when you subject it to some temperature, okay, if there is a high temperature or there is a change in some pH, what will happen? Their structure will get damage. Okay, the structure will, the biological activity will change. The way it will change the biological activity, the structure will get damaged. Okay, So that is called as denaturation of protein. So again, I'll read the definition. The process by which proteins lose their biological activity when subjected to change in temperature or change in pH is called denaturation of proteins. Okay. Then, which level of structure remains intact? It is the primary level. Okay, primary structure, it remains intact. Example for denaturation of protein, it is coagulation of egg, that is albumin on heating, albumin on heating. So coagulation of egg, that is albumin on heating. Okay, so this is an example. Okay, I hope this is clear. Fine. Okay. Fine. So let us start with the questions from vitamins. Okay, from the vitamins. So first, mention the water soluble vitamin and fat soluble vitamin. So each question 1 mark. Each question 1 mark. So mention the water soluble vitamin. So which is a water soluble vitamin? So water soluble vitamin is vitamin C and B. Okay, except your B12. Except your B12. Okay, all the vitamin B and C, they are water soluble vitamin. Then fat soluble vitamin, which is the fat soluble vitamin, your vitamin A, D, E, and K. Okay, very important. So each question one. Okay, water soluble vitamin, vitamin C and B, except your B12, and fat soluble vitamin, vitamin A, D, E, and K. Okay. Next question, name the diseases caused by the deficiency of. So they may ask you any one deficiency or any one disease, okay, caused by any of the deficiency. So vitamin A, what vitamin A? It causes night blindness. Okay, please note it down, very important. Vitamin A causes night blindness. Vitamin B1 causes beriberi. Okay, vitamin 1 causes beriberi. Vitamin B2, vitamin B2 chlorosis. Okay, then vitamin B6 convulsions. Okay, convulsions. Then vitamin B12 pernicious anemia. Pernicious anemia. Okay. Then vitamin C, scurvy. Vitamin C, scurvy. Okay. Then vitamin D, rickets. Vitamin D, rickets. Okay. Then vitamin E, muscular weakness. Muscular weakness. Muscular weakness. Okay. Then vitamin K, delayed blood clotting time. Delayed blood clotting time. Okay. So these are the different diseases caused by the deficiency of these vitamins. Okay. So based upon the anyone, okay, they may ask you anyone. So they ask you what is the ratio of vitamin B6, what it causes. You have to write conversions. Okay, so anyone or any two. Okay, so depending on the number of marks allotted, so each will be asked for 1 mark. Okay, each will be asked for 1 mark. Understood? Is it clear? Okay, I hope you have noted down. Yes, fine. Please study this. Okay. Next one. So these are the questions based on the uh, nucleic acids. Okay. What is the chemical composition of nucleic acid? What is the chemical composition of nucleic acids? What is the chemical composition? What does the nucleic acid consist of? It consists of pentose sugar. It consists of pentose sugar, phosphoric acid, and nitrogen base and nitrogen base. So these are the chemical composition of nucleic acid. Okay. So what are the chemical composition and base. Name the types of nucleic acid. So what type of nucleic acid are present? So what are the type? One is the DNA, another is the RNA. Okay, one is the DNA, another is the RNA. Is it clear? So what are the types of nucleic acid? One is the DNA, another is the RNA. Next one, name the sugar present in DNA and RNA. So which is the sugar present in DNA? The sugar present in DNA is beta D2 deoxyribose. Beta D, beta D2 deoxyribose. Okay. And in RNA, which is the sugar present, it is beta D ribose. Okay, it is beta D ribose. So, which is the sugar present in DNA, it is beta D 2 deoxyribose, and sugar present in RNA is beta D ribose. Okay. Yes. Next, name the nitrogenous bases present in DNA, RNA. Name the nitrogenous bases present in DNA and RNA. So the nitrogenous bases present in DNA are what? They are adenine, so the nitrogenous bases present in DNA are adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. Okay. And the nitrogenous bases present in RNA are what? Adenine, guanine, cytosine, and uracil Okay. So these questions can be asked for 2 marks. Okay. These are all 2 marks questions. So what is the chemical composition of nucleic acid? Pentose sugar, phosphoric acid, and nitrogen base. What are the types of nucleic acid? DNA and RNA. What is the sugar present in DNA and RNA? DNA consists of beta D2 deoxyribose. RNA consists of beta D ribose. And what is the nitrogenous basis present in DNA? It is adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine, and RNA, adenine, guanine, cytosine, uracil. So here, okay, if they may ask you name the nitrogenous basis present in either in DNA or RNA. Okay, so 2 marks. So again, two marks question it will be. Okay, so 2 marks for nitrogenous basis present in DNA, 2 marks for nitrogenous basis present in RNA. Okay, so anyone they can ask. Next one, name the nitrogen base present only in DNA and RNA. Which is the nitrogen bases present in DNA and RNA? In DNA, thymine is present, right? Rest all are same. Adenine, guanine, cytosine is same in both the this right nucleic acids. In both the nucleic acid, adenine, guanine, and cytosine are same. In DNA, thymine is present, and in RNA, uracil is present. Okay. So in our DNA, thymine is present, and in RNA, uracil is present, right? In DNA, uracil is present. Okay. Next, what are nucleosides? Next is what are nucleosides? So what are nucleosides? So nucleosides, they are the combination of nitrogen base, and pentose sugar. Okay, they are the combination of nitrogen base and pentose sugar. Okay, they are the nucleosides. Then what are nucleotides? Okay, what are nucleotides? Nucleotides are what? Nucleotides are they consist of nitrogen base. Okay, they consist of nitrogen base, pentose sugar, pentose sugar. Okay, pentose sugar, and a phosphate group, Okay, understood? So what are nucleosides? Nucleosides, they are the combination of nitrogen base and pentose sugar. And nucleotides, they are the combination of what? The molecule consisting of nitrogen base, pentose sugar, and phosphate group. Okay, they are the nucleotides. Fine. Next, how many how many hydrogen bonds are present between adenine and thymine, cytosine and guanine? So between adenine and thymine, there are two hydrogen bond. Between cytosine and guanine, there are three hydrogen bonds. So two hydrogen bonds are present between adenine and thymine, and three hydrogen bonds are present between cytosine and guanine. Okay. So how many hydrogen bonds are present between adenine and thymine? It is two, and between cytosine and guanine, it is three. Understood? Yes? Okay. Okay. So next questions are based on the subtopic hormones. Okay. They are based on the subtopic hormones. So what are hormones? Give. So let us see the questions based on hormones. What are hormones? Give example. Okay. So what are hormones? Give examples. So what are these hormones? So hormones are the proteins, okay, which are secreted in the endocrine glands. So where they are secreted? They are secreted in the endocrine glands. Okay, they are secreted in the endocrine glands, which directly enter into our blood, which directly enter into secreted in endocrine glands, and they directly enter the these are the hormones. So what are the examples? So examples of hormone, okay, glycogen, then these glands enter blood, okay. So and hello students. So we were discussing the questions on hormones. Okay, so let us continue from the hormones. Okay, so what are hormones? Give example. Okay, what are hormones? Give example. So what are these hormones? So hormones are the proteins which are secreted, okay, in the endocrine, okay, in the endocrine glands, and they directly enter into the blood. Okay, where they enter directly into the blood. So what are the example of so they are hormones are insulin, then glucagon, okay, glucagon and oxytocin, okay, and oxytocin. So these are some of the examples of hormones. Okay, where are hormones? These are the proteins which are secreted in the endocrine glands, okay, and they directly enter into the blood. Fine. So 1 mark for the definition, 1 mark for the example. Okay, 1 mark for the definition, 1 mark for the example. Next one, name a hormone. Okay, so now again here they can ask you any one of the hormone, okay, and they will give you their function and they will ask you the name of that hormone. So name a hormone that regulates blood sugar level. So which is the hormone that will regulate blood sugar level? It is insulin. Okay, it is insulin and glucagon. Okay, and glucagon. Okay, it is insulin and glucagon. So they may ask you any one of the hormone. Okay, so if they ask you one, if they give you a function of one hormone, okay, 1 mark. If they ask you two, 2 marks. Okay, so each will consider, each is for 1 mark. So which is the hormone which will regulate blood sugar level? It is insulin and glucagon. Okay, glucagon. Then which is the hormone which is containing iodine? Okay, it is iodine. It is thyroxine. It is thyroxine. Okay, it is thyroxine. Okay, so the hormone which is containing iodine is thyroxine. Okay, it is thyroxine. Then which is the female sex hormone? Okay, which is the female sex hormone? It is it is estradiol. Okay, it is estradiol. It is estradiol and progesterone. Okay, and progesterone. Progesterone. Okay, so these are the female sex hormone. Okay, estradiol and progesterone. Then which is a male sex hormone? Which is a male sex hormone? It is testosterone. Okay, it is testosterone. Testosterone. Okay, testosterone is the male sex hormone. Then which is the example, or which is a hormone which is a steroid hormone? Which is a steroid hormone? It is estrogens. It is estrogens and androgens. Okay, so these are the steroid hormones. Okay, estrogens and androgens. Next, what is a polypeptide hormone? Which is a polypeptide hormone? Insulin, insulin and endorphins. Okay, and endorphins. Okay, endorphins. Okay, polypeptide hormones are insulin and endorphin. So let us revise once more. So what are the hormones? The hormones, hormones are the proteins secreted in the endocrine glands and they enter directly into the blood. Okay, so which are the examples of hormones? Insulin, glucagon, oxytocin. Okay, and what is the name of a hormone that regulates blood sugar level? Insulin, glucagon, which is a hormone which is containing iodine, thyroxine, which is a female sex hormone. It is estradiol and progesterone. Male sex hormone, testosterone. Steroid hormone, estrogens and androgens. Polypeptide hormones is insulin and endorphins. Okay. I hope you have got it. So these were some of the questions from the chemistry chapter, biomolecules. Okay, so as we have discussed this chapter, it has a weightage of 9 marks and very scoring chapter. So you can easily score very well in these chapter. Okay, very easy and fundamental terms are there. Okay, so it is a very scoring topic, right? So yes, so these were the questions. Okay, so I have covered all the types of questions. So as we already told you, so 1 mark, 2 MCQs. Okay, 1 mark, 2 MCQs. 2 mark 1 question and 5 mark 1 question. So 5 marks is not directly asked. It is again splitted into 2 plus 2 plus 1 or 3 plus 2. So already, so we have discussed all type of questions. Yes. I hope you have understood. Yes. Okay. So thank you, dear students. So I shall end this session here. So we'll meet in the next class. Thank you.